All right, guys, what's up? We're live. Welcome to another Cold Hard Truth. I try to stay away from this celebrity crap because that's really what it is. But this is like one of those moments where people have DM'd and emailed me and added me on social so many times over the last few days since this clip came out with Lauren Sánchez, Leonardo DiCaprio, and Jeff Bezos that it's hard for me to ignore it. Also, because a lot of guys made reference to the chapter in my book on what genuine burning desire looks like and how to gauge it. It's a very useful notion that you've got to understand as a guy. So that's why I wanted to cover this today. I think it's relevant from that perspective. So before we get started, come over to YouTube and do me a solid. Just join us over here to help with the algorithms and hit the thumbs up button if you're watching us live. Thank you so much. All right, let's get started here. So let me show you the clip first, and then we'll talk about the parties involved in this and what it means and the significance of it when it comes to attraction and desire and doing better with women in general. Where's the clip? I'll pull up the one from Twitter. Actually, this one from Twitter from Jeff Bezos' feed is probably the best one to use. Share screen, window, boom. There's no audio. Actually, there is audio. It's just very, very faint. You can't even hear what they're saying, so it's not relevant anyway. So let's just try to size this so that you guys can see it as cleanly as possible. And zoom a little bit to make that fit. A little bit more maybe. All right, that's about as good as we can get it. So it's a very short 6-second clip. Okay, I'm just going to let it autoplay as I kind of talk over this. They're at a gala event. I don't know where this is. I'm assuming this is the climate summit thing. Leo's a big Save the Whales guy. You see pictures of him on the internet and social media with Greta Thunberg and all that sort of stuff. He's also a very well-known player, and he's a great actor, phenomenal actor. In fact, I would put him right at the top up there, definitely in the top 5 to 10 for sure. Now, I think he's in his 40s, if I'm not mistaken, 45 to 7 or so. Looks great for his age. Has fame. He has nowhere near the kind of money that Bezos has. I can't keep track of Bezos's wealth because it's anywhere from 200 billion to 400 billion, depending on when he got divorced or when you measure it or what the stock value is and blah, blah, blah. The point being is he is one of the wealthiest men on the planet. I think Elon Musk is like number 1 right now, but they flip back and forth depending on what their stock value is. He's loaded. He's got more money than God. He can't spend it in his lifetime. He's going to give away a large portion of it, probably to charities and stuff like that. I mean, he'll go and spend some money on the world's biggest yacht and still be, the world's richest man in the world sort of thing. Like, you get the idea. He just can't spend that money. Leo, on the other hand, is a little younger, a little better looking, has way more fame. And in this clip over here, you can see Lauren looking at him. Now, I'm just going to pause it when she gives him the look. Right there. You see this look over here? We've all seen that look. Okay, not all of us, let's just say, but a good part of you guys out there have seen this look from a woman before. I'm guessing she's probably had a few drinks because she's kind of been moving and behaving like somebody that's, a little on the happy side, if you know what I'm saying. Okay. She's giving him that look. He's not even looking at her, which is hilarious. He's looking at Bezos and Bezos is looking away, but she's definitely giving him that look there. Like, look at it. This is the come F me like you own me look. That's what that is if you've never seen it. That is genuine desire. And I'm going to talk about that part of my chapter as well during this cast, kind of cover it. Shouldn't take me too long. This shouldn't be any more than a 30-minute show, but you get the idea. Most dudes, like Moff's in the chat, most dudes never get this look. Okay. Only guys that have seen genuine burning desire in a woman will get this look. Now, I'll be honest with you. Leo wants nothing to do with her. And I'll show you why in a minute. I mean, he's got this track record of not dating any woman that's over, I think, 28 or 9 or 7 or something like that is his hard barrier. But I'll show you that, chart there. Somebody's asking if Bezos is really that short. I don't think he's short. I think Leo is standing up on something, because if you watch here, I think they both step up onto a stage or something. I'm not sure. Oh yeah. So you can see right at the end, Sanchez steps up onto something. So it looks like he's walking up, because it looks like yeah, she's definitely stepping up onto something. So I don't think he's that short. But yeah, you get the idea. So this is what genuine dirt burning desire looks like. It's unmistakable. It was a good opportunity to, basically just point it out. That's what it is. If you're unfamiliar with it and what it looks like, he doesn't even notice it. Like if you look at Bezos, he actually looks away at the point in time when she looks up to him. You see that? He's not even looking at her. Anyway, at least Jeff's got a sense of humor, because he put this out the day after. This is actually Bezos's Twitter feed. Leo, come over here. I want to show you something. He tags him. And this is danger, steep cliff, fatal drop. And you've got Bezos sitting over here on a sign. I don't know where he is. It looks like somewhere tropical. Looking all saucy, sauced out with his jack traps and shoulders. You know this guy's on therapeutic testosterone. He's been on it for a while. He's definitely looks max. He's not a, he's not a 10 when it comes to trying to compete with DiCaprio. But he's got bank. Like he's got serious bank. And that just goes to show you, when it comes to the argument of, what is it, the argument that all these doomers guys use, looks versus money versus status versus game versus blah, blah, blah. Ideally, you want as much of all of it as you can possibly get for yourself personally, and if you want to do well with women. But as far as the argument between whether or not money or looks and fame, because status is kind of tied into fame. I mean, it is tied into fame. But whether it's money or fame and looks, clearly Leonardo DiCaprio won on that duel. There's no question. Definitely won out in that duel. And people are in the chat right now saying, Bezos needs to dump her. I'm going to tell you at the end what I think of this scenario and how Bezos should probably handle something like this. But that's how Jeff responded to it. At least you got to give the guy some credit. He's got a sense of humor, and he tries to, make something out of it. Although I don't know this way that I would have done it. I certainly have never dealt with a scenario where a chick I'm with looks at another guy like that. It's really bizarre, but you get the idea. Anyway, so let's take this out. I can close that clip. So the people involved. So let's take a look at who Lauren Sánchez is. Where is she? There we go. There's a Wikipedia page. Let's throw that up. Hi, Lauren. Add to stream. So personal life. Sánchez, born in 1960. So she's old. She's in her 50s. Personal life. Sánchez has a son, Nico, in 2001 from former NFL tight end Tony Gonzalez. I'm pronouncing that completely wrong. And then a few years later, so this is a unwed bastard child, I guess. I don't know, whatever you want to call it. And then she married this dude, Patrick Weissel, who's a Hollywood agent, founding partner of Endeavor. She has a son and a daughter. So she's a single mom of 3 kids. Bezos, the world's richest man, left his marriage, in fact, because she divorced this guy, Weissel, in 2019, which is the same time Bezos left his wife. They were allegedly having an affair. I don't know, who cares, whatever. But she left her husband, and Bezos left his wife, Mackenzie Bezos, around that time, and they linked up. Why Bezos went for a post-wall single mom of 3 kids who is a clear life monkey brancher. I mean, she's done nothing with her life, honestly. I mean, okay, I'm probably being a little bit too hard on her. She's a C-list sort of actor. I mean, everything that she's acted in, she's basically acted as herself, which is a newscaster, broadcaster, news reporter, TV anchor, Fox News reporter herself, blah, blah, blah. So she's only acted in roles where she's basically behaved in what she does for real life. She's never done anything outside of that, and they're just small cameos. Nothing that's like a significant role, obviously. Same thing with television credits. Looks like anchor woman, news anchor, blah, blah, blah. She's really done nothing of any significance. Bezos is a god compared to her, and she basically got herself a pretty good deal. I mean, hypergamy financially has been satisfied. She's got her alpha seed from the NFL tight end, and a couple more from a Hollywood agent. And then she linked up with Bezos. in her 50s. She's post-wall, probably menopausal, postmenopausal. Who knows? Who cares? Doesn't matter. The point being is Bezos could probably pick from a far better pool of, women when it comes to stuff like this. So that's one part of the equation. That's the her part. I did a little bit of Googling on her, and I came across a few articles. Bezos' girlfriend, Lauren Sánchez. She was pretty, she was a smoke show in her younger days. This is a picture of her. I think it says here 18, 19 years old at the time. This is her on the far left. She's a unit, all natural, back in the day where women didn't have tattoos and purple hair and, much cosmetic work. But she's done a lot of cosmetic work since then. She's definitely had work done on her face. She's had a lift done on, what gravity's done and childbirth has done to the ladies. You guys can, get the idea over there. But I mean, for her age, she's a good looking woman. Let's just say that. We can say that at least. Let's go to Leonardo DiCaprio. And where's this chart? Chart. There it is. Let's just pinch and zoom this a little bit bigger so it fills the screen. And some of you have probably seen this. Maybe some of you haven't. It's relevant because I can't believe somebody actually put this together. But there it is. This is a Leonardo DiCaprio refuses to date women his age range chart. He gets older. They stay the same age. Leo's 45 plus now. He's probably late 40s. I'm going to say 47, 48, 49. He's probably close to the same age as me. And constantly dates women in less than 25. So the age limit, actually, no, sorry, it's not even 27. It's 25. This is the max age limit that DiCaprio dates in. They're all models, or they all look like models, all fair, light-haired, blonde-haired, blue-eyed sort of chicks. He is spoiled for choice when it comes to women. Doesn't matter what his age is, the cap always stays the same. So does Bezos have any risk of, DiCaprio stealing his girlfriend from him? No, it's not. It's not his game. Somebody else might, that might be into, older women, but not Leo. He's. I mean, his track record clearly shows that he's not interested. He's a player. It's funny because he's like this left-wing Hollywood guy, but he's also unplugged in the sense that he's not going to get married, or I've never seen him ever talk about wanting to do it. In fact, I think him and his buddy Clooney, at one point they were both mentioned as bachelors, and why don't they act their own age and date women their own age and blah blah blah. And I think Clooney ended up folding and marrying this. Again, older lawyer, and DiCaprio still stayed single, and he's still enjoying his life without any risk of any of the problems that some of the things that Clooney's starting to deal with now. In fact, I think he's been started to be quite public about it. Anyway, you got to give Leo credit. The guy's living mental point of origin. I don't agree with all the lefty Hollywood BS that he's doing, but as far as mental point of origin, putting himself first, and essentially, like, he is the apex alpha god sort of guy now, where he can date pretty much any woman he wants in any age category he wants. Bezos could probably do the same, if I'm being honest. He needs a little more unplugging. Why he settled for a single mom of 3 that's a clear monkey brancher, looking for financial resources. It's absolutely clear. I mean, you can't deny that that's why she's with him. If he was broke, if he was a garbage collector, a guy that had like a blue collar sort of $60,000 a year job, she wouldn't even look his way, clearly. So let's all dive into, let's remove that from the screen. Actually, I've already taken it out from your screen. Mine's still here. There's the chart. Let me take those out. We've dealt with the Sanchez thing. You already know who Bezos is, so it doesn't require any further clarification. Let me see if I can get this PDF up on the screen of this chapter from my book. Let's see here. Stop, share, window, PDF, share. Okay, there we go. So this is just a PDF review copy that I sent out when I released the book to a few people in advance before it got posted on Amazon. If you don't have the book, by the way, you can find it on Amazon. It's always pinned below in the top comments of all my videos. It's called The Unplugged Alpha, Kindle, print, and Audible. It's $10. Get it. I mean, if you want to get some clarity on what's going on in the world today when it comes to success in women, it's a must read. It's done well. It's full 5 stars out there. Anyway, so there's a chapter in my book on why genuine burning desire matters. I'm going to skip over most of it. There's an area where I help define what it looks like and how to gauge it. And there's three levels of interest that you need to get some clarity on. There's genuine burning desire, which is the top score of 9 to 10. If we're being honest, the look Sanchez gave DiCaprio is definitely a 10. If there could be 11 or a 17 on the scale, I would say it's a 17 out of 10, but it's capped at 10. This is a definite hard 10. She's looking at the dude like, come F me like you own me sort of thing. Like that is a look that DiCaprio got in front of her boyfriend, Jeff Bezos. Not a good thing, but it is what it is. Again, Bezos doesn't have anything to worry about because Leo doesn't roll with that kind of woman, obviously. And you can tell by his body language when they're talking, he's basically walking away like, I'm really not interested. I kind of want to, he's actually trying to exit the conversation. He probably felt uncomfortable wanting to walk away. From what I understand, Bezos and DiCaprio are actually friends. It just wasn't a random social encounter at a gala event. Anyway. So a score of 9 to 10 are promoters. That's genuine desire. 7 and 8s are indifferent type of women, meaning nothing good or bad to say about you. They're more or less weighing you as like a backup plan. If anything, you're going to be beta bucks in a hypergamy equation. She's not your first. She's not looking at you like her first choice. And then a lower score, somewhere between 1 and 6, are detractors. These women just don't care. They just, if you were on fire and she had a glass of water in her hand, she would just drink it and walk it away. She wouldn't splash it on you, nothing. You would not get her attention. She did, like, you're invisible basically to women if she doesn't have anything close to indifference or promotion for desire for you. It's considered detraction, is what it is. And all that's explained in the chapter. Let me just spell out what genuine burning desire looks like in the top score. When a woman truly desires you, and I'm just going to read this, straight off the chapter in the book. When a woman truly desires you, you'll know it. She'll show up on time. She'll call or text you without making the first attempt. She'll also respond quickly, willingly enter your frame, and compliment your life without wanting to be the focus of it. She'll also ask you questions to get you know better. This is the general first step when it comes to like dating apps or your messaging back and forth. She's going to openly ask you questions there, like, what do you do for a living? Where do you live? That picture of you with the da-da-da-da, what were you guys doing there? Stuff like that. You get the idea. She may also buy you random gifts, make you meals, and follow you closely on social media. She'll even message you first on a dating app, always responding quickly. She'll show up for dates with makeup and nice clothes. She'll enthusiastically F your brains out. Da-da-da, you get the idea. She'll often also initiate intimacy with you unprovoked. When a woman genuinely desires you, it'll be obvious as taking a blow from a frying pan to the forehead. In case you didn't see it, that's basically what Leonardo felt when she gave him that look. That's what that is. I'm not going to go through the rest of the chapter. You can grab the book and read it. When the video is rendered and it's done, in the top pinned comment of all my videos, there's a link to the Unplugged Alpha on Amazon. You can pick it up there. Let me have a quick look at these live chat comments here and see if there's anything I'm going to address before we bounce. Bezos is getting embarrassed about a 52-year-old single mother. Yeah. I'm going to let you know also what I think he should potentially do with a situation like that. Most dudes never get this look. Is Bezos really that short? Let me just quickly look that up. Jeff Bezos height. 1.71 meters. So what does that put him at? That's about 5'10", 5'11", I think. Yeah, Leo's up on a step. I think you're right, Moff. It does look like he was up on a step there because she did step up. Jeff needs to work harder on being taller. Not much you can do about that. Yes, she does look starstruck. Absolutely. If you're the world's richest man, where do you meet women? I definitely would not go for a post-wall single mom with 3 kids. Postmenopausal likely as well. Like, dude could do better if he wanted to. That's just what he chose. All that money and he can't afford the Unplugged Alpha book. It's probably not on his radar screen. I mean, honestly, I've had guys like Robert Kiyosaki, and I had him on my channel in the last couple weeks, who were introduced to my work because of some trauma that was going on in their personal life, and he was openly, talking about it during that cast. You can go back and see it for yourself. It's on the Playing to Win playlist, but. As time goes on, I'm sure, like, guys like this, like, he owns Amazon. He actually owns the platform that my book is listed for sale on. But it's not like he sits around it, all day long or even takes a moment any day going, Let me see what's trending on Amazon that I could, potentially consume. Guys like that will probably have somebody make reference to a tool or a resource. I would imagine even a guy like Bezos probably has a coach or a mentor or somebody that works with him. So it'd be somebody like that that might come across it that would be willing to recommend, material like that to him. It's not like he can't afford it. He can definitely afford it. I mean, anybody can afford it. It's freaking $10. Okay. I get guys, sometimes that are like, hey, do you have a discount code for me? Cause I'm a student. It's like, dude, it's $10. Like, don't go to McDonald's or Starbucks for a day. And if you want to call it and ask questions on my Monday night podcast, please do so. I'm happy to answer questions. What else we got here? Topic of the morning. Enjoying listening to my book. Make it a great day. Yeah, enjoy it, Chris. So as far as what could Bezos have done in a situation like that, honestly, what are the options? He can throw a little bit of a hissy fit sort of thing and be like, yo, did you ever see Eddie Murphy? Was it Delirious or Live? Hey, what the fuck are you looking over there for? Like the clip from that, with the Rocky scene. Go watch it. Go watch Delirious. I'm pretty sure that's where it was at. You could have handled it that way, but the guy's Jeff freaking Bezos. He knows he's one of the richest guys in the world. He knows. There's not a day that he doesn't wake up and says, am I a high value guy? Like, dude builds rockets and takes Captain James T. Kirk up in a rocket into outer space for a loop around the planet and then brings him back down. Like, he knows who he is. There's no question about it. There's probably a part of him that's like, whatever. And he clearly handled it that way when he put that tweet out saying, hey, DiCaprio, come over and hang out on this cliff, whatever. So options are dump her. Options are ignore it. Options are, throw a hissy fit and, lay into her about, looking at DiCaprio that way in a public space. Personally, I think she had a few drinks too many, just by her behavior and her mannerisms and the way that she was kind of like looking at him like that. Guys that have seen that look usually see that look from women at that point, because alcohol turns off filters. That's what it does. If you're an asshole, you're going to be more of an asshole when you're drunk. If you're a garden tool, you're just going to be more of a garden tool when you're drunk. So it amplifies, what somebody is. So that's what I think, is going on there. Personally, a guy in Bezos, scenario, I wouldn't make a big deal off it, water off a duck's back. This news will be, forgotten. There's also guys out there that'll be like, he should just walk and get rid of her. Okay, well, he can do that too. I mean, personally, if I was in his shoes and I had his kind of bank and network and access to stuff, I definitely wouldn't be dating a 50-something-year-old C-list news. I think she's a retired newscaster. She doesn't even probably work anymore. Single mom of like 3 or something like that. So that's just my view on it. But anyway, the point is, that's what genuine burning desire looks like. How to spot it. If you're unfamiliar with it, that's what it is, guys. Jeff is actually 5'7". All right, well, there you go. So that means she's probably a little bit shorter than Bezos because they're about the same height, and women do wear heels. So she's probably got 2 or 3 inch heels on at the time, and they're about the same height in that clip. So I don't know how tall. A lot of guys get really into like the height thing. Let's see what Leo's height is. Leo, he's 1.83 meters. So he's only slightly taller than Bezos. So he's definitely standing on something in that scene. I know it looks like he's a short dude in that clip, but he's definitely. It actually says over here on my right hand side, it says Jeff Bezos, American entrepreneur, and it says trending. What's his height? So people have been searching for that because of the clip. Anyway, what does this Cold Steel say? Dating multiple women automatically solves a lot of problems. It doesn't pay for a man to get one-itis. Yeah. Anyway, that's it, guys. I'm going to wrap it up on that note. We don't need to beat on this. It's a little bit longer than what I wanted to go. You get the idea. The whole point that I wanted to clarify is this is a good example of what genuine burning desire looks like. When you see it, you can't ever unsee it again. When you see it, now in this scenario, somebody else captured this because they were filming, with a cell phone, the interaction, but he was looking away. Even Leonardo was looking away at the time when she gave him that "come F me like you own me" look. That look, genuine burning desire, will pop. Keep an eye out for it. You only ever want, in my view, to date women that give you that look. Let me just do a quick Google image search here, actually, real quick, because Lauren Sánchez and Jeff Bezos. Let me see if there's any pictures of them together where she's given him the F me like you own me look. Because I think that's relevant. Because if he's never getting this look, then then the clock is definitely ticking down to the end of this one. Share screen, window, and here we go. So let's see what we got here. You guys look along with me. She's kind of giving it to him over here. He's looking away. This is actually a good shot of Bezos. He looks jacked. Look at him here. Yeah, like dude is definitely on therapeutic testosterone. She's looking at him like, you know, she wants him. That's a good sign. This is another good sign over here. This is another good picture of the two of them together. She's got her hand around the back of his neck and she's pulling him in, you know, for the makeout sesh over here. So that's another good sign. So that's another indication of genuine burning desire. This is probably just a chick that's so used to her entire life monkey branching from dude to dude that she's going to exhibit genuine desire for any guy that she's with, because it's who she chose. I mean, she's hot. Well, she was hot when she was younger. She continues to be hot. And generally speaking, for most women in their 50s, she's still hot. It's just, if you're a guy like Bezos, why would you bounce over to that? There's got to be a picture here of the two of them where she's looking at him with F me eyes. Do we see any? Let's just take out Bezos and just do Lauren Sánchez. Ah, there you go. There it is. That's what you want to see. Piss off with these freaking pop-ups. I guess I can't do it. So that one right there, she's giving him the F me like you own me look. That's what it looks like. That's what genuine burning desire looks like. He's looking away. She's looking at him with that look. Okay? So Bezos has had it. It just happened to be a momentary lapse of reason is what I would chalk it up as. Who cares? A lot of guys are going to make a big deal out of it. You get the idea. Let me just clear up these super chats. Raphael says, thank you for all the advice in the group, Rich. Everything is appreciated. It's one of my boys from the 1% community. One man's chorus, off topic, but do you use testosterone gel? How does it compare to injections? Gel is not as effective as therapeutic injections. There's also pellets. I've done videos on my channel actually on the different options. So if you go through my playlist or just search Entrepreneurs in Cars, Testosterone Therapy, or TRT, I've gone into depth on this topic, so you can find those and definitely dive into that information. Mr. Lewis says Leo is 6 foot. Yeah, so 6 foot versus 5 foot. Somebody converted. I'm not into meters conversions. No. Where's the guy that converted it into 5'7"? Somebody said here that, yeah, here you go, 5'7". So somebody actually, converted it, but there you go. Anyway, guys, that's it. Have an awesome day. Enjoy your week. That's what genuine burning desire looks like. And again, if you haven't picked up the Unplugged Alpha on Amazon, get it. Come on, focus. There you go. Get it. It's a great read. The Audible version's 5 hours long. If you want to listen to it, you can do it in a day basically, or it's an easy day-long read. And if you haven't checked out my supplement line as well, have a look at it. Let me put the ticker down at the bottom over here. It's just over my shoulder actually, but we had a branded supplement line created a few months ago. So if you're using supplements to become the best version of yourself, proteins, fat burners, we've got estrogen metabolizers. So it's all categorized on the website. Just go to theunpluggedalpha.com and use coupon code alpha10 to get 10% off on your first order. Or if you're just a regular user and you want it regularly, sent to your house, just do the subscribe and save. We'll see you guys in the next video. Peace.